V New Gaming. It's in the game.
Heart of Denmark, and over those 7 years, Copenhagen's played a special role in CS. So for him tonight, I wanna hear you roar!
That's a great callback for a very special moment. Yeah, I accidentally packed my tux for this game. Maybe it wasn't an accident. Maybe
I don't think so.
Maybe it was fate. Maybe it's fate that G2 are here today. A very special story. I mean, it has been an amazing series of days of games here at this fall final.
BO5. Look at that map scroller at the top of the screen. That's how much Counter-Strike we've got on the menu. All day, all night. Pistol set up outside of Donut. Hunter dodges the flash nicely, comes back in. Oh, a quick massacre between Hunter and Malbs. Couldn't have asked. Oh, are we gonna get something special here? Because Malbs' introduction to G2 just came at such a surprise. I mean, this...
A wonderful 1.40 rating across the event. But we're talking about Malbs in these last couple of games. If he didn't get every kill that he got, we might not be seeing G2 in this best of 5.
Quick little pistol peek outside the door. Don't expect much from this. Snacks comes down, gets into the action. Can't hide, not between him and Nico, chasing those kills every step of the way. And look at these laughs already coming out from Snacks. He says, my stats mine. Can't be going 30 games with a subpar rating.
Yeah, we'll see. The guy who won a major in his home country, one of the most special majors ever won. That being said, 10 years ago, career, and you enter a new event, you have to show up for the job every single day. It does not get easier.
Yeah, it was wonderful having him come back and kind of float around the scene again, leading Gamer Legion. Nobody was upset that Snacks was playing in 2024, but when you take on the responsibility of G2 and the potential trophy hoisting moments of Monacy and Nico and Hunter, then suddenly the critics come crawling out of the thick. And right now, no crawling out mid, because we've got utility back and forth. Good posturing coming out from Navi. We saw Alexi B get kind of battered up by Kerrigan yesterday when it came to this cave fight, but this isn't Kerrigan. This is Nico now. Yeah. So we'll have to see as time goes on whether that pressure starts to come out.
I know G2 are quietly nervous about the CT side because this is where they struggle the most, and Navi, they score unreal numbers on this map, especially versus G2. In fact, G2 would have like a 7-map win streak, or a 5-map win streak on an Ancient specifically, if not for Navi beating them twice. CT rounds are liquid gold.
Ooh, missed shot out of Monacy. Fired his feet, that's a lot of pressure, and Donut, no surprise, he goes down. See if Malbs can do much with the FAMAS. Oh, lines up the approach. Because of that molly, they are getting just kind of held back for a second. He met from Red Room to come and join his teammates. Tons of damage done to Snacks and Hunter, so this really needs to be one of those glorious Nico moments. And a quick JL headshot certainly sets it up. Now low health for Wonderful makes the double kill easy, but caught off. Too many options with that presence back sight, his attention just drawn all over. But we still got Hunter nearby. And Snacks is inching his way in. And Ima's not hiding his position as he jumps around. He makes a lot of sound, and that gives Snacks all he needs.
Ooh,
but we've got Bit back sight.
Not spotted yet.
Didn't jump the gun, didn't fire off. Goes for the spam now. Hunter comes away as that is not the stick. And now Bit's in a bit of a tough spot. Oh, man.
Hunter runs him down.
They've got the kit.
Yeah, Snacks. 3-0. And again, liquid gold here for G2. Getting a pistol in CT Ancient is actually one of the most important steps.
Pressure, though, suddenly to be thrown up this ramp. Snacks cannot afford to get caught off guard here. He's got no support elsewhere. A little bit of damage, but oh, Alexi, blind Tech9 headshot. It's that smoke plumes. Malbs also a one and done. This could be that freebie from Navi. Just a sudden burst up the ramp that definitely caught the defense off guard. Hunter doubles back to make sure there's no flank. They can fixate in. Oh, a push. Bit comes at it. And
good cover. I mean, they had Nico flashed. And now he'll sneak out through his own smoke. Carefully.
Can't contain him. They find Ima elsewhere. Guns on the bomb site. Hold Nico back. Oh, nice wall bang from Hunter. That's definitely going to serve as this last attempt. The final volley in. And Alexi looking to shut it down as but no, sir. We've got another close clutch.
Wow, it has. And final. If he wants to come alive now, and if Malbs can play the way that he's been playing, there is no question about the firepower.
Imagine a G2 where both of them are able to put forth performances alongside a Nico star-studded performance.
And you also want to give some credit to Hunter for giving Malbs space.
Of course.
When he came onto this team, he offered that up.
Nico sensing a chance to attack, but doesn't quite catch that player with nades in hand. Monacy inches down middle and does find E-Man. No challenge back the other way. No trade potential. And with a smoke up, this pack of players still sectioned away. But Nico takes a little damage through that smoke. And JL, known to be a rascal on the ramp. Oh, he gets covered by Wonderful. And Navi in a 4v5 conversion, take man advantage.
Wait, the bomb.
Hunter pushes in. Bomb is sitting outside of A. This is a round that could still get weird. And we saw odd moments like this versus FaZe on Inferno.
Malbs doesn't know what's happening, so he's wondering now why the bomb isn't being planted. They've taken the site. And for Navi, they want to make Malbs believe that they still have control of the round. And Malbs is wondering when is his time to attack.
Bit's cleared up the A side. I would say
Surely he's thinking about A now.
Yeah.
Wonderful's going back this way. It'll come down to this maybe engagement in Donut if Bit wants to give it to him.
there's a small timing where Mobs can win another duel, but no, caught out by this forward off angle from Bit. So, well,
All right, about time Navi got on the board. And they've done a good job keeping G2 honest economically. It's just Modesty on the op right now. Really important kill inside of middle in a lot of these rounds is Imma, because he does such a fantastic job of lurking. Like we talk about Alexi B on Anubis and how good he is on T side at finding space in middle. That'll be Imma working to get towards the window every single time. And Modesty in the last round shoved his face into elbow to kill him just to escape, knowing he's oftentimes alone.
do not want to step on the landmine that is this solo op. And with that donut kill, you know they have to inch a little closer. Navi doing a great job of just grouping up first, smoking off the B rotators, but these CTs are still just kind of leaking through the spawn. They're getting in off this inkling. And with a deep donut kill, now you know, do we go up against this op? JL's kept an option open elsewhere on the map.
And this is such a key thing for Navi. I mean, they can believe in this. They don't actually have Cave, they don't actually have Banana, and they don't believe in it.
God, it feels very light, but can a solo op really do this?
Such a chance for Modesty, aiming high.
Down to 30 seconds, you're not thinking of turning this back. JL starts to seize a chance to just go and find some kind of alert. Maybe Pistol's attack from behind.
Oh,
couple missed chances here from Modesty, but he keeps one locked into main. Can the Pistol players do any work?
And they
right now, they're
smoke
smoking off the exit.
Wait.
JL secures red room control,
No,
and that bomb can't go anywhere.
Alexi has to come back and he has to tell the troops to join him. There's no time. They're going to pick up this gun and save.
Oh my God. Too scared to pull the trigger. Modesty does just enough, and Navi hit a hiccup.
Jeez, that's because of that late smoke, and that's because they didn't do proper scout stack quota, to be honest. 5-1, looking good, feeling good.
Ensuring no challenge from lane play, where Alexi does try to work up towards cave entrance. Nice ding.
Oh, man. That's the 8-4 for you.
I love that second and a half that JL stays just glued to the wall, thinking he's waited long enough, only to re-peek into another stream of bullets.
I won't say see you later on his birthday.
Okay, that's fair. 25, right?
Yeah.
He said the 5 stands for the 5 grand finals.
Every map that G2 can win versus Navi is going to break some kind of curse. Oh,
However, Snacks.
that's a nice find.
Was it you that told me every once in a while we see Snacks getting caught off by like improper jump spots? I'm thinking when he anchors B on Mirage.
Oh, yeah. Like, it can be a little bit sloppy sometimes. To be
Right.
honest, like, there are mechanics involved in that. You see some of the younger players, Flamesy, Monacy, their shoulder spots and their jump spots are so perfect. When Snacks was jump spotted back in the day, you could be a little flagrant with it and get away with it. But people these days are getting it down to the pixel, so you got to be careful. Oh, another great find.
Ema just saw the utility thrown out, so he knows that perfect moment, and they've already got this top deep mid control, so just beautiful move from Navi, so smooth.
Oh, Nico.
Feels like one of those rounds that comes off attack pause.
Not even going to go for it. Was looking like he was
Slicing
not to take the
through
risk. Yeah, that's beautiful stuff. Oh, that was sort of a, I mean, it wasn't a one round. It was a good position. And then when Snacks died, of course, it made things easier.
No save.
Wasn't the only reason. And yeah, Nico.
Will be proud of. And it gets them an edge, right? This back and forth affair between the last 4 rounds puts G2 in a desperate spot. Round 8 with pistols.
And you want to see Wonderful stamp on every round possible, showing us why he's at a 1.40 rating. It's been quietly an Unreal Tournament, you know? And some of Wonderful's maps have actually been a combination of rifle kills, op kills.
Well, Ancient specifically, in fact, yesterday.
Yeah.
He had a lot of beautiful entry frags going down on B site. That's right.
And sometimes you do have to show your range. The op's not working well, you've got to be able to use that.
I love being a well-rounded player.
Yeah.
Nice nade. Mobs drop by 40. JL. There's the pistol push for him to deal with, and one's all he's going to get. Careful now. That AK picked up. Nico almost dies, but goes for the wall bang and misses it slightly. Hunter here with multiple players coming at him, and only the 5-7 means it's too much of an ask to solo whole day. It's one thing if he catches them on the boost or hides behind a box, but they were so prepared for him.
And this is that exact situation that they had a problem last time where they solved it. Now they fight in cave. They demand some information, so G2 have to show themselves. And Navi keep an option open on the other side of the map.
Still, it's a nice early sign. Nice early sign from the individuals at G2. We look down to the kill count, and it's just spread across the board. Maybe we want a bit more from Nico, but give him time.
It's always great seeing Monacy and Bit in games together. Of course, it's gone the way a bit for the last 9 series. But they were fast friends playing together on Navi Jr.
And same as Wonderful, right? He's kind of added them. Just 3 guys at the top of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, true.
3 best friends.
Rounds is actually below par, if they can even do that. But just getting back into the game is all that's important. We saw the comebacks yesterday versus FaZe.
Yep. Again, speaking of, subpar, slow start, T-sides, Ancient was a key point of that series, and we saw the CT side comeback, the denial of overtime with the Wonderful clutch. A very recent rep for Navi to kind of bank on mentally. Now that 1 AK hits the ground, so Nico continues to be a little bit muted in this series, in stark contrast to the just world-class performance that he was able to throw out to get here. But here we go. We saw Hunter just kind of get run over by the A exit. Right now, Mulbs does have that little element of surprise, but nah, he gets found out. Alexi very cautious on the approach, going through all the proper moves, and Ema's so deep. This one's another breeze for Navi. If you weren't here for the first 5 rounds, you'd think Navi had been dominating from the start.
Yeah, right. It's very calm. There's so many numbers coming into this game, like the amount of streaks going on, weird things. JL's birthday. Like,
yeah, it is. It's Monacy's 1000th day
on
with G2. It's JL's 25th birthday.
Yeah.
Navi are on a 9-0 win streak versus G2 specifically, on a 9-match win streak in general. I don't know, man.
And there's even, the interesting thing is that, G2, this is their arch nemesis because they would also be on a 9-match win streak if not for Navi. Well, they've won 7 of their last 9 games, the last 2 losses being Navi specifically.
The numbers make sense.
And they try to come through in the series, and they lead Barrage in, which is, Stadium. We've got the Eternal Fire game was extremely legit, of course. Like, they played so damn well at Pro League Finals. But this would be the most impressive so far.
So let's see if G2 can get back into that early form. Had to wait a little bit to get their guns back out, but now they're well equipped. JL trying to seize the moment here into the B site. Nobody in the corners, but Long is occupied by Snaps, and they isolate him. They find him, and he goes down empty-handed again. JL loses Alexi as he swings around pillar, so Hunter's been found out and forced to dive through fire.
Oh, that flash is
Oh, Nico saves Hunter. Helps him out perfectly. Little challenge gets punished though by Nico, so again he is kind of the piece that's faltering as Bit and Wonderful come together for this quick flurry of 3 frags and force Monacy into a clutch where he just can't stop that bomb.
All the way they use Wonderful is absolutely perfect. Like, if everything goes wrong, he's in the back with the spotlight watching to catch and punish the mistakes. Everybody swinging out to make their trades happen got stopped in their tracks by Wonderful, sitting on the ramp. He's been wielding that up effectively this game. And Monacy has too, but he doesn't have much of a chance here in this 1v3.
He looks for a thread to pull on, but just nothing there. Finally, he does get that contact, but at what point? Time far too gone. Op just posted on this angle if he even wants to try it, and so Monacy is forced to depart. These guns that they waited for, it's been far too long, so you can't let this one slip. And remember, we've seen a round where the Monacy...
They still sort of have that formula, but it's not to say that they can simply do that again.
There we go. There's the op, though. Last time, this kind of a round for G2, it was Monacy hyper-passive deep inside of the A side, so I do like that they shift that up, right? Change gears, go for the mid-key, get your opening. Oh, JL, that's sweet justice. Revenge back on the man who had wallbanked him prior. Anything you can do, I can do better. Monacy down, and the op changes hands. Nico's turn. Silver lining that the op does die in a place where it can just be so easily retrieved. The utility execution here is going to kind of get that op out of the mix, you'd think.
Nico loves these chances to show us what he can do with that op. Shots, miss another one, off, and oh my god, sometimes it's sabotage. Sometimes.
God, guys, it's okay, he's not an opper. That's why we sing his praise. Kind of sitting around top 5 in the world this year, doing it with a rifle.
I mean, he's in a complete lane of his own. There's the funny thing about Nico that, like, he's not got that same versatility that Simple or Zywoo or some of the other sort of like mega elite players in history have been able to show. But with the rifle, he stands above them, all of them, completely, which is arguably harder to do. You're more volatile, you have to be more consistent, and he's got the best of the best crosshair placement, the best of the best peaks, counter strafes, everything, sprays, spray transfers, like you name it. And even within this year, the emergence...
5 rounds in a row as Navi go on fire, and they bank off the Alexi double entry, so... Okay, Alexi B, 13-6. Like it's nothing. Guns back up from G2 here. Final attempt on the CT side to tie this up at 6. Before Navi will get a chance to tap back into that solid CT side they showed us last night. Deep peek down ramp sees nothing but a bunch of empty space, and it's a long road to that A site. And that would be to assume that, of course, there's not a chance for Navi to double back, which right now JL is thinking about. No, you didn't see it. Throws forward the second flash, but again, I mean, we've seen Ema do great things up into the red room, really serves as a skewer to cut off rotations, and it seems like Alexi's going to do that instead.
I think this is the perfect place for Monacy to be. I mean, we saw him get the opportunities and miss them last time, so that's something, but in terms of being where the action's at, Monacy knows where the party is.
You saw Navi awkwardly limp away from an attempt to hit this site when it was just a single op, but that smoke buys great timing. Look at the 2-2 push that comes out. Red room, oh, it's coming for Alexi, and those donut players are also inching out. AL's found with a back turn. Beautiful re-aggression, but it does cost them the bomb site. That's something they signed up for. They knew. We can go for middle, we can clear it, we can take an advantage, and look what happened. You leave Wonderful in an impossible clutch with so little time. He'll hide behind his box and try his damnedest, but that's an active G2.
On his birthday, and yeah, they're coming in with the understanding now that they played this last best of 5, and they played a series of best of 5s, even if they've only won this last one, that this is a marathon, not a sprint. Like, you could really feel that energy for them. Even when they were 5-1 down, they didn't look too upset about it.
I think maybe they don't feel upset because of the strong start, right? This doesn't feel like it's...
Well, this counters Nico's pressure, actually, if they're going to jump up. This is a really good timing for Navi to find this. The problem is rotations, and Alexi, if he doesn't get a kill, might have to forego the site.
Yeah, he's hanging on to Cave. Malbs does establish himself in Donut, and I mean, he was a killer back in the first pistol in this position. Malbs almost got away from him, but he joins forces with Hunter, and they do take control. So it's a quick push from the CT lane. Monacy slides in between the 3 players that remain, and he even takes their back.
Oh, that's fine.
Now Navi have this false sense of confidence, but what do you know? He dropped the ball, and Alexi's on the bomb.
If they wait too long, they might forget that someone's actually defusing it, and they cannot find him in the smoke. The knife's coming out, and he gets it.
Okay, they stop it. JL gets life. A chance to kick off T-side as well as the defense.
Yeah, he drops a gun, I think. I don't...
What, no round 2 op?
Yeah, no, it should have been the auto, right? Just go for the full flex. Well, second and 2 of 2 pistols, 1 for G2 here on Ancient. And 6 rounds is pretty solid for that first half. Their time to turn it into the attack. The flank gets caught off. Snacks chews him up.
No issue here. Full confidence.
Okay.
Full impact, and all that money Malbs made moves forward to the next one.
This time, Navi know that all streaks come to an end eventually, and the more practice that you give your opponents, the harder it is every single time to come up with a new way to win.
Malbs finds some good timing in middle as he hears that run from Ema back to Donut. Missing the chance. That frag grenade could have done a good chunk of damage to Alexi, but Snacks decides to hang on to it. Take over middle. Again, kind of propped up by that early information gained by Malbs. He's been out here the entire time. And Bits. Ooh, dangerous. A lot of responsibility there. And Malbs was so ready. As he connects another headshot, won't be able to double down. JL gets his, falls back instantaneously.
Wait, weren't both spotted?
I don't think he noticed Snacks.
Did Snacks not even have to shoot? JL coming up now. Footstep being made, and the spray isn't good enough. Snacks, look at the perimeter they have on the A site now. This will push Ema out. He has to forfeit this bit of map control, and Navi, or sorry, excuse me, G2 are going to be able to just look around, see nothing's here. They cleared out Temple behind them.
See Alexi being super cautious on his approach because he doesn't know where Snacks got off to, but they find him now. And that should fuel Alexi to move this rotate in a little quicker. Wonderful's going to come and bolster him. There is indeed no mid lurk, so Emez just trying to get the job going before his reinforcements really arrive. Good trade right back from Wonderful, and he doubles down with the M4. We already praised his rifles. Nico has been absent this map. Time to shine. Back turn to him on the defuse. Alexi sticking this all the way. Nico, what are you going to do? He swings! Oh, no! He actually gets... Malbs establishing middle control out of the gate last round really did kind of lead them to that A site, so props for him. Playing an essential part of the setup before G2 swarm that site. This was all over. Don't let this moment fall, G2. You got yourself an excellent chance to establish double digits, and what do you know? Nico opens up. It gets found out. There's a lot of bullets, though, just kind of rattling outside of the site, so it's no surprise to either team. Of course, this B site gets stacked.
It's a pretty calm moment here. There's not going to be anything aggressive. And, Navi know that they sit on the sites completely. They actually won't have any odds of winning the round. But the way they're crawling up, they're aware of the default that's happening. Sun's out, guns out, though.
It's just the one from Wonderful. And pressure back at Nico.
There's G2 on 10.
Assistance supplied by Snacks. 3 away from a match.
But he's also not supposed to be the sole player at the top of the board.
Yeah, he definitely
Should
hasn't had to be lately.
Bit and Imma with more than 4 kills.
Wonderful. Oh, this is coming fast, and he sees the shadow, so early warning sign as they commit to the swing. His counterpart Monacy's back there, but Emet blows open the smoke. Bit tries to apply pressure. Nice triple front.
There we
Emet.
go.
And we get that bit of improvement from the others. He doesn't even really get a target to shoot at. He's around that Navi give themselves the best chance.
When you're playing at the Mouth of Donut on the A side, you have a chance to stop the attack. Anything inside a Donut and you're playing retake, yeah, Bit's gonna see something. Oh, and Mob seeding flashes too. It is just such a complicated situation. But with the smoke down on elbow, things now start to get a little bit more calm here for Navi. They're winning in mid. Can Snacks do something about it?
Wonderful posted. There was so much presence here, you can't help but feel like G2 drawn to the fire.
Oh my god, he missed that jump spot. Hunter calms it. Bam comes back, Emet dead.
Oh, damn. Emet actually a little too far forward for Wonderful to even get the response. Alexi! What a wall bang! He's got all the tricks. All that presence set up in mid, and then Wonderful does finally get somebody to strike down. Malb's dead. So much of a fight. It was complicated, and it could have been even more costly out of the gate. Alexi knows, and it's a triple kill for Alexi so far. Oh, make it a quad.
Okay.
There he is. His Blast put the smash desk back on his side today.
Say, we won't find you if you want to use a desk.
Yeah, right? It's all, you already bought it. Nico single AK, and it comes through with an opening kill, so Navi can't celebrate too early. That was a very hairy situation in middle last round that Alexi kind of saves them from with, I don't want to call it a gimmick, but...
And you know what? I said that other people on the team have more space than Alexi, but Alexi, as an IGL, has always had confidence in himself. He's played positions like Mirage Connector, where you would normally have your thoroughbred star player in that spot, and he gives himself some of those spots on maps. And I actually like that. Like IGLs that have zero space sometimes also get zero confidence because they never get into games. And Alexi has always believed in himself as an individual, even if his stats will never be as good as some of the players that are hired to help him.
Right. Tonight's one of those moments where he's proven it. Him and Bit just sliced through a couple pistol players on the ramp. Pressure from both ends, so you know G2 are going to be feeling stranded and figured out at the moment, but that AK exchanges hands from Nico to Monacy.
And he keeps going.
Why not? You know you've got the advantage in this buy. Just trying to hope that that AK can get more, but no.
Level on G2 and standing out, but he has done that.
They really did give him the respect he deserves.
Yeah. And he has cited playing some of those boring anchor roles that I thought would cause him to suffer. But outside of that, when he's gotten on the T sides, that's where he can really be himself and shine.
I mean, they gave him the respect he deserves, and in return, he's given them the impact, the growth as a player. As he steps forward into a high-pressure team where every player gets scrutinized if G2 aren't winning. It's like a phase. Nico trying to find it, will indeed soften him up for Malbs to get the kill, but then Malbs comes through with the double. Emat quick pressure out of middle, and Wonderful's not smoked off. Does anybody overstep?
Oh, the
wild
timing.
blind.
They made him click right there, and they've got gate control. You've got to be careful. Oh, this will help out. Surely Wonderful. Oh, doesn't see it. Hunter in the corner.
He read it well. He had the right idea, but just kind of gets lost in the moment. And now Hunter's able to put his hands on that op and take the deep pressure. You've got three of the best players you would want in this clutch alive. G2 just going to bank on Nico's sight anchor for first contact, and Bit, you're not going to be able to unravel this one. It looks like G2 able to pounce into that B site and take back a 2-round lead.
Yeah. As we talk about Malbs, he gets two grim against. It's very difficult. In a lot of ways, you're going to read the macro from G2, but if you don't pay attention and think about the micro as well, that's where the individuals will slam you.
Wonderful, more active angle. Numbers have been here for G2. Ooh, a dry peek could be costly. Oh, missed shots. Wonderful with a golden chance at striking the first player down. Now all of a sudden, B-site completely enveloped. And Nico, is he gonna stop here? Or is he gonna go a little deeper?
Depends if they have a flash to scale. And
it's shooting. Oh, Wonderful gives the cover, making up for that first missed shot, but bomb still goes down regardless. It's G2 on the brink of securing their 12th, and as the reloads are heard all across this bomb site, sure enough, G2 continue to bounce. Hunter making it up for the Kovac. As Nico goes down with nothing, Lowe's is here to help, and Emat, a single answer. He's got to piece together two more frags in this moment, and as the cover comes out from that deep ramp spot, Emat's still thinking about the corner. He peeks deep, and the offer doesn't get his chance.
Doesn't know about default.
Into the cover. A little bit of team damage, actually, but it's all good.
Okay.
He's got it, and that's G2 on 12. MP9s, dude, that's all they've got left. It was the CT side that just destroyed in the phase comeback last night, not to be had this time around. This B site's been the intended target. Oh god, it's sloppy. Both players blind. The MP9s, they crunch, but they didn't know. He let a couple more bullets. Nico continues to tap back. CT's on both ends. And Nico's actually able to disengage from all of that. How does he get out alive?
I don't know. He's the main character. He got around that volley to take any damage.
Plot armor.
Two players low here on Navi as they fight for their life. 3 MP9s, no rifles, and a reset situation. The most obvious thing they can do right now is walk down B, but they've already gone ahead for the push over on the other side of the map. That's cute. But these HP bars, that's the real problem.
Ratty stuff.
Wow, it's shower time if he gets a kill here. That's a sweaty angle.
Yeah, listen, you pull out all your hidden tricks when it comes down to securing a map, because you've got 3 rounds to close this. Little do they realize that Lexi and Wonderful are as low as they are, so these nades, oh, yeah, it's gonna be worth it. Nico catching Bit as well, that's the flank dead.
They know that the last 2 players are probably here if Bit was flanking like that. Now, it's just a matter of ego at this point. Do they want to try to bully their way in, or maybe they think that there's someone coming in from mid?
Yeah, there could be a second. And honestly, you've still got just that bit of time. Let the smokes go out. Try to trade frag. You're sitting on a 4v2, and Nico's got 3 kills this round. He's set you up to close it, and Modesty's gonna do it. Wow. Lo and behold, okay, in a best of 5 where questions were asked about G2, they will take this first map, and they've got their pick of Dust up next.